All right, Vicky, this is a recap for you for the Glam Booth 1. Kind of built the little skeleton here, but just to show you what we need to do here. With printing with this, we're going to be using this Cat5 cable. So this Cat5 cable is already connected to the hub that's already connected to our iPad. So from here, it's going to run down. Obviously, this is going to go inside here, but I pulled it out just to show you. It's going to be connected into this hub, which will stay inside this head. Inside this hub, you have your printer cable, and then this is going right into the Surface Pro. Here's the power to the Surface Pro. The power to the Surface Pro is right here. That will also stay inside. So obviously we're going to run that down inside and pop out. Then we'll put our covers on, so that way you don't see any wires. None of these wires will be showing. And then to get to here, okay. So once again, you are not going to need the router. So there will be no internet that will be going to this. So the Cat5 cable is acting as a data cable. So that way the iPad can then read this unit. And you'll know that by just clicking on this globe right here. And as long as that says identifying, that's a good thing. That means you have connection to your iPad. Okay, so once we're here, you're going to want to click on this icon, and yes. Okay, so in here, you're going to have to change. So we are going to be 620, but I saw there was a copy 1, so let's just make sure which one we're using. So right now, we're going to go into Devices, Printers, and both of these are offline. And I can tell you why they're offline, because the printer's not plugged in. And let's look to see what happens. Device can perform faster when connected. I don't know what that means. But what I'm looking here is you are looking at manage. And when you go to manage, you're looking for idle. That's all that matters. I'm looking for idle. Perfect. I'm going to close that. Remember, copy 1, copy 1. That's our printer. Okay, you want to make sure cables are tucked in. When you go to lift this on, this should slide right down through, and that's it. And you can kind of tuck these cables in a little bit. They are going to be sticking out. I know we talked about being clean, but unfortunately in this scenario, this is as clean as we're going to get. Keep in mind, this will be inside. Once again, I don't want any cables sticking out from the head. You will take your iPad, go into your slideshow, which will be on, ready to go onto the Chrome. Now we're going to go to our thing. So I'm just showing you this. We do have Wi-Fi here connected on. If you're at the venue and you're able to tap into their Wi-Fi, it's highly suggested. You only need Wi-Fi to send your photos. That's it. Okay, that in mind, let's get started. I do want to let you know you are using ELF. ELF is our company, not Moxie. So we're going to go to upcoming. Things are going to be a tad bit different. So in here, we're going to choose our camera. Okay. And select our printer. There it is, connect server. Going on right now. Okay, remember, I'm really, really bright here. So I'm going to go to image and look at how much. That is way too high. We could take that down by a half. And that alone is fine. Because as I go back, the coloring looks perfect. Okay, the flash for this is a little bit different. This is going to be the hole for it. The sync is right here. You want to put this right into this hole. So there is no modeling light. So you will not be turning this light on, okay? And just to double check, you want to be in quarter. Okay, there is no value on this one, so we're not going to be adjusting values. So it does work. I just did the test. That's it. Model light, there's no bulb in there, so nothing's going to appear. So this is our light, our modeling light. Okay, now that we have that, I also want to stress here too, this is okay. I feel like we can go a little bit closer. So I'm gonna move this up a little bit closer. To push this down through, there's no little knob here like the Moxie boosts are. So you just push it down through. It's just like a little spring connection that holds this together. I think that's a good, it's inside it a little bit better. Okay, so now that we're here, start booth, still, okay, so there's no gifts, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and get started with our first picture, our only picture. Okay, this is very bright. See all those hot spots on my face? We're not liking that. So I'm gonna go wild and crazy. I think what we need to do is drop this down to 200. So I'm gonna go over here and I want you to drop down to 200 ISO. So ISO, middle line, 200. Everything else stays the same, okay? Here we go, let's try it out now. It's much better, much better. You are gonna have gold bokeh, so we're gonna go ahead and print that out. You have email, text, this is airdrop, and you also have a QR code. Okay, it printed, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna come back over to here again, and I just wanna show you one more thing. So right here, your auto priority, you have white, automatic white priority. Because you have a gold backdrop, I'm gonna try daylight. Daylight helps to kind of make everything even more like kind of goldish. So you may wanna try this. I'm gonna start you off on it. But this is gonna warm the skin a little bit. Not drastically. On the phone, it looks like I'm a little orange, but I'm not in person, like what I'm seeing from this screen. So let's just start with daylight, but if you feel that you need to, it's a little bit too orange for everybody, just switch it over to that automatic, and it'll prioritize the white, and we should be good. Other than that, I think we're good here. Oh, and last thing, if you need to go to the back end, it is now 1111, not 2012. Only for ELF events. They're 1111. Okay?